How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode on King's Eyes channel. So, in this video, I want to talk about groups calling for the basically the abolishment of the police, right? In some areas of the country, they literally talking about just getting rid of the police, okay? This will cause all kinds of problems. All right? All kinds of problems. Now, let me say this real quick. The standards for becoming a police and things like that can be made harder. Like, there are solutions to this problem, I believe. And I'll go over those more so toward the back end, give the solutions. But before I jump in, leave a like if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you for joining me, Young Kings. All right, so some of these groups are literally calling for the abolishment of the police force. Now, Young King, I implore you, don't jump to conclusions, okay? Think about it this way. All right, first of all, I'm black. Our community, let's keep it 100. Typically, we destroy stuff, right? We can't have nice things. Now, there's different reasons for that. I can get into it, but that will make the video an hour long, right? Some of it is what they call oppression and whatnot, but some of it we do ourselves. Let's keep it a buck. But our communities are pretty crime heavy. And the only reason, the only protection some of us have is the police. Okay? People might not like that. They might not think it true. But let's keep it a buck. The only protection a lot of black families have is the police. And the reason for that is because the single mother rate in the black community is over 70%. And a woman is not going to fight off no man. A woman's security is the police. And, you could also throw in there the black households that don't have legal firearm, So, the police are the only protection for the majority of black households. Let's keep it 100. Secondly, if the police leave a city, Young King, hear me out. If the police, the order keepers, so they should be, if they completely leave a city, an area, whatever, who else do you think is gonna go? Now, just in case you didn't come to the answer on your own, Young King, if you were a business person, you owned businesses, you were in business, right? You were making big money, but not only that, you were feeding hundreds, if not thousands of miles through providing jobs, right? Through your businesses. If the police go, if the police are dismembered, the police force is dismembered, would you stay in that area? Let's say you run a store, right? Let's say you run a store. People come in, take what they want, and the only ones that could do something about it is your employees, which you would have to pay hand over fist, right? Because you would have to order specific people. You would have to, or you would have to go the route of hiring security, which again will probably cost hand over fist because security will be in high demand. So you would either have to come out your pocket for it or pass that on to your customers. If you pass it on to your customers, the price go up, it might cut into your business. You might have to end up letting people go, etc. So, Young King, I jump to my point. If the police leave, would you, as a person of means, as a job provider, as a businessman, would you stay? My answer would be no. And I would advise you to leave. Leave the area. You have the means, and you can probably do business somewhere else. So these groups, which are in particular, honestly, they mostly my people. Because if you new to this channel or you don't know I am black, if you can't tell by my voice, right? I'm a big black guy, athletic background and all of that stuff. It's mostly groups that supposedly represent my people, asking for the complete destruction of the police force. This is a bad idea on so many levels, people. Young King, this is a bad idea. You should not go through with it. It will take food, take security, take order out of the area. Now, there are certain things that could and probably should be done. Okay, first of all, police officers should have standards by which they need to abide by to keep their jobs, right? So maintain a certain weight, maintain a certain level of physical activity. You must be educated. Okay, I'm not going to necessarily say everybody should have a 4-year degree on the police force, but you can't come with a 2.5 and be a police officer, right? Let's keep it a buck too. You ain't going to be able to hire a full force of police officers that's 6'2", 220 pounds, built like linebackers. Everybody's not going to have that. But you should be able to bench press a certain amount of weight, or a certain amount of weight a certain number of times. You should be able to squat a certain amount. You should be able to pick up a certain amount of weight off of the ground. That's deadlift, right? It don't have to be a ton, just maybe, 225, 300 for the squat, etc. The reason I say this is, if police officers have certain physical standards they have to abide by, it's gonna make them maintain shape. I don't know about you, Young King, but if a man is ill prepared physically to defend himself, he will be more quick to do something rash, like take someone's life. If he cannot handle the situation with his physical ability, it, in a sense, makes him more dangerous. Young King, another thing, the intelligence aspect, okay? To anything, you can't have a 2.5, if you do have a college degree, cool. If you have a high GPA, cool. The reason is intelligence, okay? Intelligence would allow someone to move logically instead of on emotion. Intelligent people are less emotional, right? They're going to be more logical. So if the people we hire are forced to keep themselves in physical shape and they're intelligent, they err more toward being logical instead of emotional, this in essence makes them better at performing their duties in a non-lethal manner. So, Young King, the people are calling for the destruction of the police force. I hope I've advised you why this is a bad move. All right, out.